Yay!
Oh, we're live. Oh, that was a
We're
surprise.
live.
You didn't like a build up. It wasn't like 3, 2, 1. It was just like you're
You can
live,
see
Karen.
the countdown, Karen. We're live, Karen. We're live. Welcome,
Yeah, thanks
everyone.
for that.
We're live.
Good thing I wasn't like
We're live.
picking my nose or anything.
Yeah, that's for next week. Welcome everyone. Happy Friday. Oh no, I'm in control of I have the control this week. So cool. So welcome. Hey Catherine and hey Annalise. Guess who's not an hour early but early enough not to be late? Good job. Caroline, welcome. Rochelle, thank you for your comments recently. Thank you, it's awesome. I was just about to click my own name. Let's not do that. Eleanor, hello, virtual hug to you. Oh, we're going to ask Karen about her flight in a minute. I am so excited to know about your experience.
Hello.
And Matt, hello, welcome. Welcome, Mike. Not patiently, come on. We had to wait for Karen to finish picking her nose. Karen, how is Buzz?
He is beside me. He was just barking there a second ago. I don't know if you heard him. I don't think he appreciates somebody is talking to somebody else in the room and he's here like, what's going on? Why are you ignoring me? So I will pick him up at some point. He's just sitting on a bag down here. He likes to find random bags and just sit on them. So there is a Disney bag on the ground right now down here. And so he's just sat there because he just likes to sit on bags.
So Karen is not usually in the same locale as Buzz. So where in the world are you?
No, I am in Dublin. I am home in Ireland. I flew home. Yay! This morning, today on the flight.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll say hello. I want to know about all of this. We'll just say hello to a few more people and then tell us all about it. Claire is here. Hello. Welcome, Claire. And Corinne is here. Yeah. Welcome, Corinne. And Joseph, welcome. Kershaw's, welcome. I still haven't bought that camera. I will do though. Beaches and Pixie Dust, welcome from Berlin. Awesome. I love Berlin. Such an awesome city. Gabby, welcome. And Corinne, you received your Virgin Atlantic refund. Wow, good job for you. That's
cool.
Yeah. So I don't know how many people have managed to do that. So good job. And welcome Linda, welcome Claire, and welcome Paula. Hello to Buzz. And vlogging Lefay, hello, welcome. Oh yay, wow, welcome to the live version, Faye. Welcome. Welcome Trevor, and hello Jameson, welcome. So Karen flew this morning to Dublin, so she's in her Dublin home. So if there's any connectivity issues, it might be that your connectivity in your home might not be so great. So I will fill in if there is any issues. But you're the first person I know who's taken a flight during this whole crazy. So how was it? Tell us, where'd you fly from? Did you feel safe? Mask on the whole time?
Yeah. Cool. I'm just going to ask really quickly before we do that. We just had a comment saying there's some delay on my image and sound. Can people just let us know in the comments if I'm coming through okay? I think it seems to be coming through okay now with you, Natasha. I think it maybe a few minutes ago it wasn't so good. So let me know as I'm telling the story if it's not coming through okay, and we can try and sort it out. But yeah, I'll talk you through my day. So I got a taxi to Paddington this morning. So I got like an Uber, and so Uber has the same policy, wear a mask, but it was all fine. Just sat in the back of the car with a mask. Got the Heathrow Express. You have to wear a mask as well. Wear a mask. Everybody bar like 2 people on the Heathrow Express wore a mask. I did spot 2 people not wearing a mask. They had nobody manning the turnstiles coming into the train or getting off the train. It was an early train though, so I don't know if that's why. And the Heathrow Express is only running on half this, so it was like every half hour. But other than that, that was all like normal. Then airport was pretty much normal when I arrived, like check-in. They just closed off like every second check-in desk.
Oh, okay, so it's a bit like what they're doing in some supermarkets and stuff.
Yeah.
Were there loads of people there? Like, did it feel like a packed airport?
It was relatively busy, I thought. Like, it will be in the Wi-Fi vlog, and I have put up some pictures on my Instagram stories. That's probably the best place like to visually see how it was. It was busier than I expected, to be fair. I thought it would be like dead. It wasn't dead. Definitely not in London. So like when I got through, the check-in was as normal. When I went to go to security, they didn't have the fast track lane open. So with Silver, with BA, I normally go through fast track, but that was fine. I still got through in like 5 minutes. So that was all good. Yeah. Silver. Just kidding. It's like my first ever year being on any status of any airline. But yeah, so that was fine. They just had like every second, you know, where you pick your tray up and put your bag in, like every second one of those was blocked off as well. But again, I got through super quick and I went straight to the lounge. I didn't like dilly dally. I didn't like stick around. I just went straight to the lounge so I could relax. But I noticed as I was walking to the lounge that like, so you know the duty free in Heathrow, like all the shops in Heathrow are along a corridor in Terminal 5. And like the duty free will have a really long entrance normally where like they have all the different things on displays. They cordoned all of that off so you can only go into like one little section and come out one little section. So it kind of made like a one-way thing. And most of like the really fancy stores though, like they didn't even do that because nobody goes in there. So like they didn't set up any sort of system because like normally there's like one person in there anyway. So
I never see anyone in this. Was like Gucci. I'm just like, why do you even pay for this thing? I'm sure some people must do. So I just never see anyone in that.
He was like popping off to Dublin, like buying like an Hermes bag or something, or like a scarf. Just en route, like
I know. What job do you have?
Yeah. And then like food places, they again were like cordoning off the different seats and stuff. And I noticed like, you know, where you can sit in chairs, like just random chairs around the airport, they would have like every second one cordoned off, but then they would leave like groups of 2 together as well. So if you were like a group of 2, you could sit together and instead of like having a gap between you. And the only time people had their masks off was eating food or drinking. So if they're sat down, I only saw maybe like 3 people walking around without a mask. So everyone was pretty good, like with observing that. And then BA Lounge was really good. It was well staffed and they didn't have a buffet service at all. They made you sit down and like QR code, you would have loved it. QR code to get your menu, place an order, and they came to your table. So that was really sweet. Yeah, plain white was good. Like all spread out, had a row to myself. They gave us like a little protection pack, where you got like a what was it, like hand sanitizer, a little sachet of it, and a Dettol wipe thing for your table and stuff. Nice. They said they'd already done it, so like it wasn't like here's your Dettol wipe, clean your table. They said they'd already done that.
Enjoy cleaning your table at your BA Lounge experience.
And they still gave you like crisps, like, and a drink, but they just gave it to you in a little plastic, like pre-sealed, like plastic baggy thing. And then when I landed, the only difference was you weren't allowed to, like, you know, everyone stands up, that really annoying thing. Everyone stands up as soon as the seatbelt sign comes on. You weren't allowed to do that. You had to wait and sit down until people were actually getting off the plane. So that was good too. And then yeah, Ireland was dead though. Dublin airport is so dead. 3 flights were landing around the same time. So like the whole morning, that would have been a space of maybe 2 or 3 hours. So wow. Ireland was so dead. So yeah, that was it. That was the
And you felt safe and you like got back and wow.
Yeah, I felt
there's light at the end of the tunnel.
It was so weird. It was so weird being on a plane. So I'll shut up for a minute so we can catch up on some comments. We've just had like a flood of comments come through. I've just been yabbering on for like 5 minutes.
Oh no, you're all good. Trevor was just saying the rules and restrictions are ridiculous, let's be honest. I don't know, it depends. I'm sort of a bit like, it depends on what makes me feel safe. And so
yeah, I felt safe. So
yeah, you did feel safe. And so that's good. Oh, and Cindy and Kurt, welcome from Flower. Is it Flower? It must be Flower Town. That's cool. I like the name of that place, Philadelphia. We were talking about Philadelphia the other day. Cool. And Luke and Rich, welcome, Luke and Rich. They said that it sounds like it was managed really well. I was worried for you, so because it was really just, you know, I was like super happy that you were going home, but I was also worried about, because I would be worried going through that experience. I feel a lot better now that you've done this and it's been positive. Like I feel like it's a move. But I mean, and I still wouldn't fly right now, because if I flew right now, I feel like it would be, there's no necessity for me to fly right now. But it's been, you know, what, 4 months you've not seen your family? Like 4 months?
5.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a bit much. Yeah. So yeah. Oh wow, Max, good job. Just got a spur of the moment ticket to Magic Kingdom for 2 weeks now. Still processing it. Super excited to experience a new normal in the parks. Magic Kingdom opened this week, right? So we've seen some people that have gone. I've not actually watched a vlog yet about people going. I saw lots of Instagram stories about people going, but I've not seen. It seems like people are okay at the moment. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah. So I watched Happily Ever After, our friends Amanda and Mitch. I watched their cast member preview. I guess it's kind of hard because like you don't know if cast member preview is going to be like a real reflection of.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm a bit like, oh, it seems okay, because I remember seeing their Insta stories and I was like, this looks kind of chill, you know. They got to sit, like they ate at a restaurant and stuff, and so I was a bit like, okay, yeah.
The only thing though, I did see, like, I also saw an image circulate the exact same day of, did you see the one of people queuing for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? Like literally, like, start, like, you know when you get to like the fast pass bit where you normally have to like scan your band, and people would normally like pile up there. People like piled up outside, like no social distancing. So I saw that image and I was like, oh, that just gave me like instant anxiety. That if I was at the top of that line and people had come in behind me and were like encroaching on my social distancing space, I would have been freaking out. So that's the only thing. I think the park hasn't opened just yet. I think that's tomorrow. So there's been AP previews today, maybe, and yesterday, or yesterday for sure. So yeah, park opening is tomorrow.
Yes, that's what Annalise is saying as well. Yeah, so, and Caroline as well. So we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Yeah. And then we're sort of getting closer. I'm a bit like, I still don't think it's a 2020 thing for me, but I'm interested to see what other people's experiences are. So it's pretty cool.
Technically booked for October, but we're like probably 90% not going. We're just waiting because our cancellation terms aren't great that now. Like with BA, we'd have to pay a very small fee actually, because we've got Avios booking, not like a cash booking. But still, we're like, well, they're probably going to extend their cancellation policy, so might as well wait and see. And we're not going to be subject to like any like losses by waiting, so we're just going to wait and probably cancel later. So.
And I have like 0 trips booked at the moment, and I'm starting to get sort of itchy feet about it. Like, do I want to start to book something and put it at like, but then also the prices for next year look so crazy. And I remember we were talking about doing a DVC booking or something like that, or like I was thinking about for a trip next year. And then with all the sort of insecurities around a DVC rental, and people losing money on their DVC rental. I don't know if anybody's aware, but there's different rules for DVC rentals as there are for booking a hotel room through the standard mechanism. And I think that travel insurance doesn't always cover the DVC rental. So if you've booked a DVC rental and then you have to cancel it for a particular reason, your travel insurance may not cover it, which is super crud at the moment. So we don't know if there's going to be, another wave, if the borders will shut down again for any particular reason. If I spent 900 or upwards pounds on on a DVC rental and it's just going to say goodbye, that's going to be tough. So
I think really, unless you can book right now, knowing that you've got full flexibility, you can cancel and get a full refund, I wouldn't be booking anything. That's why I was comfortable to book flights at BA. I know I can cancel them. To book my own DVC points, I know I can cancel them. We actually have rented DVC points that we carried over from this year to next year, so we have to use those next year, so I've booked those as well. But I've not put myself into any further obligation to anybody since this whole thing is hit. I think you just shouldn't do it. If only book if you've got full. And so many companies are offering it. Like, why would you not book with that?
They really are, actually. And it's just getting pushed. The dates are getting pushed back and back and back. So Krint is saying we should watch a live stream, and he was watching Resort TV 1 the other day, so it was fantastic to see them walk around the park. Catherine really likes Resort TV also too. I've not watched Resort TV, so I should check it out. That would be good. Trevor's flexing the silver again. Karen, you mentioned your silver status before.
I mean, I just brushed past it, Natasha. You're the one that brought attention to it, so maybe it's actually a bit of jealousy.
It was bad. I didn't even realize. We had this fast track route with work for some time. So I remember when I started traveling for work quite a lot, and I took 2 full disclosure, I took 2 business class flights. Work paid for it. Obviously, it was work trip, and 2 work trips. And then Virgin said, "Welcome to Virgin's Gold status." So I was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." I never realized like how lucky I was at the time. Like it was kind of crazy. I was just going around to like wherever we were, just there would be a lounge that Virgin was attached to. So I would just turn up and just go, "I'm a Virgin member." And so they were like, "Okay, cool, yeah, come along." And so I was like, this is really strange, but I let it lapse because I didn't realize I would have had to take a crazy number of flights to keep it up. Like it would have just been ridiculous. But a part of me just like, now I'm just like, oh my God, that was living the dream then. Virgin Gold, my goodness. So, oh well, memories. We can say that we have fun doing it at least. Kathy, I've booked a trip for the end of November before they stop reservations. Keeping it and hoping things are better. Got a discount. Good job. Don't see any current discounts. No. I've been looking at, I had plans for a trip for next year, and I've just been looking at the flights, and I need to have very specific dates. I've got dates that I can't really, they're not very movable. So it's not looking fabulous to book it straight out. It's looking like a lot of money is going to go away.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to get your backup trip with me sorted, like just so you have something in the diary.
The backup trip with Karen. Somebody was asking me about Japan the other day, and I was like, actually, I really would like to go to Japan. Japan seems to be doing pretty well. One of my weird things is I don't want the fear of going somewhere and getting sick on the way, because if I get sick on the way, I'll get to the other side and they'll just be like, no. And then if I'm there and I get sick and I get picked up by any temperature scanner, which is wherever I'm going to be, like Disney, just random places around. Although I don't think in Japan they can do that because the privacy laws are really quite strict. Or there's some ways, there's something to do with it. It's not quite as straightforward as it is in China. But that will be it. Like I have to confine myself to the hotel. If I get a temperature, like that's my own responsibility to say I have to now stay in the hotel. And so I don't know.
I completely understand like people that are waiting for a vaccine before they want to like travel far. I totally get that.
I haven't like looked into the whole vaccine thing for a while, but the whole point, like the point that there isn't a vaccine for the common like this like sort of flu generally sort of worries me a little bit. But people seem quite enthusiastic, that like a vaccine's possible. Like it seems quite feasible that a vaccine's possible. So so we'll see. Quinn says first time I've watched them properly. I think this is Resort TV. Quinn's original promotion for Resort TV. And Jane says, Natasha, I just watched your latest Disneyland vlog. I had no idea Fantasmic changed so much. Can't wait to head back and check it out. Yeah, Fantasmic did. Although, oh my goodness, I was so upset that I didn't see the real dragon. Although I still feel like I did see the real dragon behind. I feel like it was about to happen. And then they changed their mind at one moment and then decided not to do it. Although I did watch it on YouTube later, and then I was just like, nah, it's not as good as Tokyo Dragon, so it's fine. But I was trying to make myself feel better. I was like, it's not as good as a Tokyo Dragon. I wonder what they did with that Tokyo Dragon, actually, because Fantasmic's now done in Tokyo. It was awesome. The Aladdin and Jasmine bit where they fly. Did you see it, Karen, when you went to California? Did you go see Fantasmic?
No, we didn't, and I've never watched a video of it, so
you should. Well, maybe wait. I mean, I still think getting back there soon is relatively feasible, but not soon.
Probably,
I mean, in the next 5 years.
Next year, maybe in the next like 2 to 3. We'll go.
I think if you're going in the next 2 to 3 years, you can legitimately watch Fantasmic on YouTube. I think that's fine.
I don't know. I don't believe in spoilers. You know how I feel about it.
Karen's really strict about. See, I'm weird about spoilers. Yeah. Books, TV shows, video games, movies. Right? No, I say books first, and I don't read. But anyway, like those kind of things, no spoilers. Video games, categorically, no spoilers. Right? But when it's like a ride, I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch the ride all the way through. I'll watch this all the way through. Like it's fine. So for that stuff, I'm okay. It's really weird. But you would love.
Sorry, I have to just interrupt because a comment just came through from Annalise that says, "Well, no offense, Natasha, but my husband just said, dang, that girl talks a lot."
Listen, there's a skill. It's actually a skill. Listen, Annalise's husband. This is my outlet. My poor boyfriend gets a break for an hour when I speak to you guys. So, yeah.
If we be really quiet for a second, you might actually hear Buzz snoring.
Sounds like a broken washing machine. And I can't hear him now, Karen.
Maybe I should put like an earphone down to him. Hold on. Wait. No? Okay.
Karen, I can't hear the dog snore, I'm afraid. I have heard Buzz snore before, though. It's been poor little Buzz.
He's so cold.
I know, and it's just like he sits there and he's asleep for a little bit, and then every so often he'll just go.
Oh, like he could be like this, and then he'll literally go from like this to like meerkat status. Like. He was sitting down earlier, like, you know how some dogs sit like where they put their front two paws and then they kind of stick their butt out the side and their two legs go like out the side. He was like sat like that and he was kind of like falling asleep, and then he barked because he felt himself like falling asleep. You know how we do the like, well, he did it with a bark, and he barked so hard. And his legs went up in the air as well. And he just like sliding backwards.
Oh,
okay. Anyway, I think I totally took
giving us a weekly reminder of Efteling. We should actually never let us down on these. We do need to have a look at that. I feel like I am into a place now where, like I said, that I'll be interested in looking at trips. But yeah, we do have to do the Efteling thing. Efteling. Hold the phone. 2022 before the Dining Plan.
Question mark.
We don't know about when Dining Plan is coming back, do we? We have no idea about Dining Plan is coming back.
I think they'll bring it back next year. I don't see it coming back this year, but I think they'll bring it back next year at some point as an add-on. Obviously, it won't be free because they've already sold packages for next year, but I think it'll come back. It's like they make money from it. Why wouldn't they?
And Ted, yeah, I'm with your mum, big fan of Japan. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you. Cool. And hi, Karen. Right, what have we got here? Annalise says, meanwhile, half of Belgium, the day the borders opened up again, hey, let's go to holiday in Spain, France, Italy, and now look at the numbers. I'm staying home. Yeah, that's the thing. A lovely friend of mine said, let's meet up. To be fair to them, they were saying like in a couple of weeks, like, do you want to meet up in a couple of weeks? And I had to say, I want to see what happens. Like, news, because not everybody's from the UK, but we've opened, our pubs have opened now. So our pubs.
That me? Like, I asked you to meet up in a few weeks. Yeah, you're talking about me.
Did I say no? It wasn't you. It wasn't you. By the way, Karen, I'm just gonna say. So, yeah, our pubs have opened up in the UK. And so, which is like, I don't know. I've seen it been handled quite well, more in the sort of local pubs, and Soho, which is quite like a busy area of central London, has not been doing so fabulously. So I wanted to see sort of the numbers, what happened as a result of that over a little bit of a longer period. And so I understand I'm kind of in the same. Same. And Trevor, yeah, I would like to be stuck in a hotel in Japan, but also like I would rather be in the hotel and like going out a lot. But I know the feeling. It's like if you had a good view and like room service and maybe a bar, then yeah. Let's be honest.
But also like it's a lot of money I'd like to be stuck in a hotel in Japan right now, but I also wouldn't like to have spent thousands of pounds to get there to go on a holiday and then be stuck in a hotel in Japan for a few weeks.
That's the thing. Alice, yes, right. So this is a very good point. So in Disney's California, in the Fantasmic, there used to be a Peter Pan section in Fantasmic 1.0. In Fantasmic 2.0, it's a Pirates of the Caribbean section, which is decent. Like in all fairness, it's all right. But it was nothing like, I'll get you, Peter Pan. You know, that's like,
yeah,
Mr. Smee.
And also Pirates is like, it's in everything, isn't it? You know.
It's kind of like they're not going to let that one go. So yeah, it's sort of, and it's a shame because the Peter Pan section was amazing. I remember somebody tell me that I'm not going crazy. I remember in a Fantasmic, and Stephen's going to tell me probably straight after the school, and I think it was Walt Disney World, but there was a giant Ursula, like a big old Ursula that would like a blow up, like she was massive. I don't know, she's like 10 meters high, and she would just come out doing her Ursula thing, and there would be a little segment of her just going around in a semicircle. So I'm pretty sure it was Florida. I'm pretty sure it existed, that, or I had a real freaky dream one day. So that could also happen. Yeah, see, Deborah says talking a lot is a skill. Yay, it's a skill. It's a skill. I love you too, Andy. Thank you. Right. And Alice says, speaking about boyfriends, I wonder what your boyfriends think about vlogging. Mine turns up in it I think he's like nonplussed. I think that's the easiest way of describing it. Nonplussed. Yeah, if the camera is on, he will be there. If it's not, then he won't. And that's the end. I don't think there's anything else to it. I was worried when I started that he might not want to be on it. Yeah, like nothing. But yeah, he's happy if it's on. That's it. So that's good.
Yeah, my boyfriend's like not into like social media, or the idea of like being on film and stuff. So he doesn't have like any social media profile, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any of that. So as you can imagine, being in YouTube videos is like even lower down on the list below those in terms of things he would like to do. So he's cool. Like he like obviously supports me and stuff, and like he knows I enjoy it, but just has no interest, and definitely doesn't want to have any part of his life online. Like that's just, so I would never like obviously try, and we haven't even, it's not even like had a big conversation about it. Like I just know he doesn't like it. He knows I do YouTube, and then like that's just it. Like I love it. That's not his thing, and that's it.
And you have to respect it if somebody is not, because I've been with, so I remember when I went to Japan last time at the beginning of the trip, and I had to say there was a few of my friends who were going to be there at the same time, and it's like, okay, like there's going to be a camera on. If you don't want to be filmed, just let me know, because then I will not film you, or I'll cut it out, because it's like that's that's up to you really. If you want to, that's fine. There's no there's no way we can pressure anyone into doing that. That's, and also
like I feel like for me the more important thing always when it comes to trips, or when it comes to like your day-to-day life, is actually living your life. And like YouTube is a hobby and it's something that I love to do, but the more important thing for me is that in that moment in time, say if I'm like in Magic Kingdom and I just happen to be with my boyfriend, it's more important to me that we have a good time in the Magic Kingdom. And if that means that there's no YouTube footage from that day, that's fine. Like that's like the secondary thing. Like the first thing is like make sure you have a really good day, and make sure you don't make anyone feel uncomfortable, and make sure everybody like enjoys themselves. So
yeah, I'm trying to do the more of the like, well, no, I'm not trying for a while I was trying to do the sorry, I always have this camera here. But the don't live your life through the lens thing. So like I would always take videos of like this. So I'm watching the fireworks, whatever, right? But I'm watching the fireworks, but why would I have to think like that? I'm watching the fireworks, and then like the camera's just like here or whatever. The only problem is it's like right by my nose, so then like every so often I just can hear breathing through it. And I'm just like,
that's so funny.
Like,
I do that as well sometimes.
Like a bit ahead, like just come on.
Yeah, you just like hear yourself. Like,
it's like when I'm climbing up mountains and stuff, and it's like, like this is ridiculous.
I just wanted to say, because I think my dad just jumped in to say hey quickly, because him and my mom are away tonight. So funny, like I came home to Ireland, like nobody's here right now. But Rachel is just gone to a football game. She's coming back, so we're having like a sister weekend, but my parents are away with my dad's family. So I saw them today, and then they've gone off for 2 nights, so they've just dropped in to say hi. So hey dad, hey mom, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
But sorry, I'll let you get back to where you were in the comments.
I was Nathan. So Nathan, I have pizza in the Mickey play. With the Scotch bonnet pepper sauce, which is ridiculous. It is Pizza Friday. So it's probably a little bit cold though, because it's been sat in there. To be honest, I was super hungry straight after work. So we ordered pizza ridiculously early, and I was like, I'll save a few bits for the vlog, for the stream. And I'm a bit full, but don't worry. I have also got beer, and I'm Gypsy Hill today. Gypsy Hill, special beers at the moment. Ordered. I was here in 48 hours. Very, very happy. Very happy. And Karen,
Rockshore. It's
Karen had to explain it to me. It was by the Guinness people, right?
Yeah, the Guinness people. Yeah, it's just it's relatively new. I think it's maybe only like a couple of years, but it's really nice. It's a really, really nice beer. I really like it.
Cool. What's Crin says, I find it easier to live chat. I clam up thinking I'm not interesting when I talk. I mean, not everybody wants to talk about Disney. Strange people indeed, Crin. Strange people indeed. Well, you're welcome here every week. Every week. Cool. I've lost myself a little bit. Joseph, you are right. There was an Ursula in Fantasmic in California. Oh, I got my Disney's incorrect. So yeah, okay, cool. I feel better about that, because I'm just like, I was watching it and I'm like, I'm absolutely sure there was one. All right, that's cool.
I'm gonna jump back up and just blitz through a few that we missed. So Annalisa said, this is just my weekly workout, just laughing so hard for an hour. Deborah says, I'm in Texas, my boyfriend is getting married tomorrow, and wait, hold on. That would be weird.
I mean, that can happen. I think that is best friend forever, Karen.
I was like, you said it, and then I was like, wait, and then I was like, don't react too badly, because what if that's true? Okay, no, that's more.
Congratulations to your BFF. Oh no, but the next is horrible though, and a bunch of us can't go to because Texas numbers are on the rise. Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's so sad. I've got a friend getting married next.
Oh, how are you going to attend, Deborah? Are you going to? Are you going, or are people going to remote? I know this sounds weird. Can you remote in? Can you remote into somebody's wedding? Are people doing that?
Maybe. So I just wanted to say a quick hello. We have I don't know if we said hi to Felicity earlier. We also have Jen LaForge on with us. Hey, Jen. And Gabby is with us as well. Hey, Gabby.
Hey, welcome. Yes, Ursula. Yeah, people said Ursula at California. I think California, Gabby said. Yeah. There is an amazing, huge Ursula in the Funko Pop store in Hollywood. Didn't know about that. Wow. Lots of great life-size Funkos so check it out next time you're in California. I need to do a proper California trip. This last time I went, I was there for work, and I was with a colleague of mine who is so cool. My colleague's just amazing. And he was like, let's go to this beer place like where you pour your own beer. I was like, yes. So we went there for lunch. It was bad. And then he was like, let's go to this hipster brunch place. I was like, yes, okay. And so I was just like, wow, there's like loads of really amazing places in LA, and they were so accessible to us because they had put all these scooters everywhere. Like, you know, we have the Lime bikes in London. They had Lime scooters, the electric
scooters are so good, aren't they?
So we were like just going around LA on these Lime scooters, and it was just amazing. And suddenly the city that I found was really difficult to get around because the public transport wasn't fabulous, and you always had to pay for a taxi, like was suddenly so accessible, and there was all these amazing places. So next time I need to do a bigger LA thing, I think. So it seems to be doing doing a little more. We have to Google Piccio Mix. Don't worry, Karen, I'll save you. We will Google Piccio Mix. Karen's on it, I think. Google that would be bad. Not you specifically, just chat specifically.
I was just going to pick up on Annalise says to my dad, I hope are you glad to have Karen home? I hope he is. I think he seemed happy earlier anyway. Jen says Scott hates the YouTube thing, so Scott is Jen's husband, but I just ignore him and sometimes my stuff anyway. Scott is really funny though when he is in your vlog. That's like sometimes the people that like don't want to be on the camera are like gold when they are on camera. So the way he was in a good bit of, I think it was their Disney Cruise Line vlogs, and I thought he was hilarious. I think he has a very a dry sense of humor. I think quite like Jen herself. So yeah, I thought he was really funny in the vlogs.
I like it. It's no choice. Is Karen planning on taking care of those split ends while she's home? Mike, what are you saying?
I did talk about them in my weekly vlog, so I'm hoping Mike watches my weekly vlog. And
Mike,
he's not just like randomly commenting on my split ends. But I don't think I can, because technically, like basically now that I've arrived in Ireland, I've like gone back to like proper lockdown, because so Ireland's not in lockdown, but because I've come in from the UK, I'm like in lockdown now. So I don't know. I don't even know if like my friend could come around and cut my hair. I don't know if that's like even allowed. Maybe if we did it outside with masks on. That's probably getting a bit creative. But yeah, I can't go like to a hair salon. Yeah.
Yeah, and mine's just turning oranger by the day, because as you can imagine, this is not my natural color, let's be honest. And so I want to chop it all off. I want to go back to the short hair. That's what I want.
I love your hair.
Yeah.
But you do you. You do you, boo.
You do you. And Deborah's got to go back to work. Deborah, good job. Have fun enjoy your working experience. Hope you have the weekend off. We'll see you next time. All right. And your dad says delighted, just fell at the time when myself and your mum were away for the weekend. I must be back to be like nice to be just back at home generally, and good to hang out with Rachel though. So that's good.
Yeah, it is. And we'll get to spend more time together.
Yeah. Oh, and Hannah's here. Welcome, Hannah. This is funny. So many clips I'm talking away, and I'm not even pointing the camera to anything. I'm just not committed to filming. It's kind of weird. It's like it's odd when you make in sort of this weird way. Obviously you want to make this amazing, like it's a creative outlet. This like YouTube thing that you're making, but it's your vacation. It's a thing that you're really enjoying, and so you're trying to balance both, as you're saying. So sometimes you just get so carried away by stuff, and yeah, it just goes, and yeah, you don't get it. You don't get it. Put the camera at the bottom of the boat, and then just get nothing. Okay, where are we? Yep, surprise 60th for a friend. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, hope you guys are having a good time. I'm sure you are. Oh, it jumped a little bit. Oh, it jumped.
I was just picking up on the pizza comments. Yeah. And then Nathan said, I hope there was no pineapple on that pizza.
Pineapple on the pizza. There is not any pineapple. Listen, the right way to do pizza is actually to have Napoli style pizza. So there is nothing else on it apart from nice. It's like a thin pizza, big crust, cooked to extremely high temperature, but very short amount of time. Very, very good tomato sauce and mozzarella. This is pretty decent. I'll give it. It's pretty decent.
I just like don't really care for people's opinions on my pineapple pizza. So I was gonna say to Rachel, I was talking to Rachel earlier. I was like talking about t-shirts I want to have made, right? Like I'm joking. I'm not actually bringing out t-shirts, but if I had 2 t-shirts to make, the first one would be, "Your opinions don't belong on my pizza." Like I'm thinking, like a proper like offensive slogan t-shirts, and the second one would be avocado bagel.
Avocado bagel. You need a little bit like right at the bottom of like, or like somewhere on the back that says "and mushrooms too."
And mushrooms too. That's true. That's true.
Little face. Yeah. Like Natasha does Karen's t-shirts with everything have cute kawaii faces and like they're hugging and stuff. Anyway, Karen says, Karen, your eye makeup. Natasha looking lovely too. Oh, thanks. Thanks.
I just literally have one I was so lazy. I just put one cream eyeshadow on, and then I just like at the corners like, look a bit better. So it just this the one mascara, or not mascara, the one eyeshadow is really nice. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. Their whole collection is so nice. It always comes up lovely on camera as well.
Fancy.
Oh, then we got lots of compliments.
Oh, Oh, they both look gorgeous. Oh, thanks. Annalise laughed a stomach ache. That must be about what we look like. Cool. Eleanor knows. What was the first thing you did when you got home, Karen?
I gave everybody a massive hug, and then Buzz just lost his mind.
Oh.
So he just like jumped up down and was like, "Hey, I'm so happy to see you." But that was it. And then we had breakfast. I made a lovely breakfast. We had bacon sandwiches with like a really nice relish. Oh, it was so good. So we just sat and chatted and cup. So yeah, nothing too fancy, but yeah, exactly what I needed.
Excellent. I don't even know what the first thing to do when I'll be home. I speak to my parents quite a lot, but yeah, it's not happened yet. Felicity says, I'm a celebrant in Australia. Have had several COVID weddings where family from all over the world have been there via video chat. Witnesses were carrying around a laptop to show family around. Oh. That's awesome. That's really cool. Cool. All right. Jen says he's the moneymaker of this arrangement. I'm guessing you're talking about husband there, Jen. Brilliant. And Gabby said, I just did my first talking to the camera video, and wow, I talk fast. I was super awkward. Hopefully I'll get better at it. It's tough. So do you know what? Like the first thing I did when I did a sit down video in my old home was I talked about fast passes. You can go back and find it, the fast pass video, so booking fast passes, and I filmed it all. And I said no. I was so happy with myself that throughout filming, or I felt like I hadn't said that much. And then I watched it all the way back, and I said the words "go ahead" in like almost every sentence. So I was just like, then you go ahead and click here. After you've done that, you go ahead and move over to this thing, and then you go ahead and type in this box, and then go ahead.
So funny.
Go ahead and it was just I counted. It was like 60 in the whole video. So I had to read. No way I could have put that up. It was crazy.
Yeah. You notice like all of your bad habits when you vlog yourself, and all of the horrible filler words that you put into your sentences. Like and like and M are my two worst ones. I do it. I'm always editing out likes and M's from. It's like I can't have it as every third word that I say. Like my vocabulary needs to be better than that. It's so funny.
You just like, it's weird when you watch stuff back, suddenly you'll get this, and it's strange because I used to talk a lot for work, and so there's a few YouTube videos of me actually talking about technical stuff, because I do somebody asked earlier about what do I do for a job, but it's web and internet technical stuff, and I gave a few talks, and I don't watch them back. I don't like to watch them back. If I give a work technical, like a work talk, I don't like to watch it back, but I have to watch myself back when I YouTube, because I've got to edit it. Like nobody else is gonna edit it. I have to edit it. And that I find easy. Like now I just can watch it, but at the beginning it was intense. It is tough. It is tough. Cindy, you made it though. The important thing is you made it, and we're not just about to finish. So good. Welcome.
No, it's not a full on crin.
It's not a full-on crin. It's not a full-on crin. You made it perfect. Annalise, I still have that thing ringing in my head about what my friend said about the purple rinse thing related to the purple hair. So I don't know if I can do the full-on purple hair. But I would be tempted. I would be tempted. Oh, my comments jumped again. My comments jumped every so often. It jumps. I know it's bad. I have to go.
Okay, I can jump into a few. So Corinne said food theme t-shirts, that's my kind of t-shirt. And Kathy said your avocado bagels look amazing. So yeah, we're on the food trend right now. I feel like that's very on trend for me. I just talk about and eat food all the time.
What else I think about Karen is like your you've got a very particular Starbucks order. Like, let's be honest, you've got a very particular Starbucks order.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. I had a coconut latte today though, and that really reignited my love for that.
So I know we've been friends for a really long time, but I really considered our friendship when you told me that you had a coconut latte and I didn't have one. So I was so jealous.
That's not my fault. There are press open in London right now. You could just go for a nice long walk and pick yourself up
Walk, excuse me. Ridiculous.
But actually, it's really funny because when we've traveled together before, you would, like, when we've been to Heathrow, you would go to Pret for your coconut latte, and then I would go to Starbucks for my drink. Whereas now I feel like, you know, I am getting on the coconut latte trend. I love it. It was so nice today. I was like, oh, it's so good.
I'm gonna tell you,
but Starbucks for cold drinks. Starbucks is still my cold drink go-to. And then I think, until the pumpkin spice latte comes back out, because I love that. But I do like a coconut latte.
Which I now know what it's called after really failing to name it when I was in Disneyland. The pumpkin cream cold brew. Extra foam. Yeah. I still don't think they always extra foam you properly. But I'm just like,
no, you have to like extra.
I want double foam. Yeah, extra.
And like, when you think you've got too much foam, just like,
yeah. Just it's never too much foam. So, we have to be nice to people. I was ain't going to give us anything. All right. Excuse me, Sean. I bet you don't eat pizza correctly though. Turn the slice upside down so your tongue touches the topping on the base. Thank me
later. Demonstration.
I get it. All right.
I get it, right? But if you're eating my favorite, which is like the Hawaiian, like pineapple barbecue base, you turn that upside down, like it's not on the floor. So, but what I do instead is I do the foldy thing. So I'll like sort of like half fold it, and then so when I put it in my mouth, you are getting all of the topping on it. But I get your point, Sean. I do get your point.
No, I like
you want it.
The
topping.
I'm definitely in. Catherine said, Hannah, your Disney Store London, you were pointing the camera. There you go, Hannah, you did it. Hannah was about pointing cameras, and good job, Hannah. No, she's awesome vlogs. Hannah's done a lot of cool stuff in London recently, with sort of more retail stuff being open. So it's awesome. Check out her channel, Hannah Ricketts.
Yeah.
Cool. And Faye says, a dog's welcome home reaction always makes you feel so loved. Oh,
so true.
Excellent. And yeah, so I did think about this when we read Sean's comments. So Kershaw said, surely you just end up with toppings on the floor, Sean. So I'm guessing this kind of pizza is okay to do such a thing with. But if you've got like pineapple on your pizza, which, as you know, so many of us love, then you might end up with pineapple on the floor. So
yeah, it's true. Pineapple is too heavy.
When you're eating pineapple on your pizza, Sean, maybe rethink that one, yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like there's just going to be so much about ketchup in the fridge in a minute, which is just begging. It's just begging. Eleanor, go ahead. Eleanor, watch the Fast Pass video. Tell me how weird it is. I feel like it would be really weird.
I was just going to mention Cindy's comment right above that. That just keep recording, it gets easier. That is the best advice I can give to anybody that's starting to record themselves. It gets so much easier and you get so much better, because the more you edit yourself, the more you realize the things you need to do when you're filming, the better it becomes, the easier it is to edit, the quicker you edit. Like, it's all just a snowball effect. And even I, was watching, I don't know I think I was just trying to get some like good memories back, and I watched Travel Day from September. I don't normally tend to watch back a series when it's coming up, but I really wanted to just, watch a good travel day. So I was watching that, and even watching that, I was thinking, wow, my editing is like a lot sharper now, because I'm doing weekly vlogs and I'm editing every single week. So even now, like, you still see progress if you're doing it more. So the more and more you do, the better and the easier it gets. So definitely, that's like the biggest tip I can give to anybody that's looking to try it, is just do it in volume. Like, just keep filming yourself, keep editing yourself, and definitely don't film a load before you start to edit. Film a day or film an hour or do something, and then edit yourself straight away, because you will spot so many things that you're doing wrong that you don't even realize. Definitely don't
go ahead.
Yeah, don't go to Disney World thinking, I'm going to vlog this whole 2-week trip and then I'm going to edit for the first time when I go home, because you'll be so disappointed, because there'll just be things that you haven't thought about. So like, film like a week in your life, and don't ever post it if you don't want it, but just film it, edit it, and then you'll learn so much just through that process. So
one of the things I found was like, it was so important for this was your video, you're never going to think is perfect. You're just not. It's just, I don't know, maybe some people do look at their videos and just go, this is amazing. But I never do. Every single video, I'm just a bit like, And so I put it up, schedule it, and then Liam's like, how is it? And I'm like, it's not my best, but whatever. And like, it's done, right? And so, and then I like go back and watch it later, and I'm like, actually, do you know what? I was hard on myself. This is all right. Like, I'm gonna say this is the greatest thing ever, but like, it's okay, you know. I'm proud of this work afterwards. Yeah. So you just got to get to that point where just like, you know,
do it. Just pull the plug and just like chuck it up online. Yeah. If you can re-watch the same footage over and over again, picking yourself apart so much, just go for it.
Don't do that. And then it takes a very long time. It takes a lot out of you as well. And it doesn't need to be like that. People just, you know, they want to hear about your, you know, your opinion, the way that you see things, and your, you know, little creative touches, and you don't need it to make it super, super, super shiny. So it's all good.
I was just going to jump down to Tom's comment there. It says, oh my God, I've been watching your Disney cruise videos, Karen, and I've never been to Disney World, not been doing a cruise instead. Highly recommend. Obviously, I don't know when cruises are starting up. I don't know if they have a date just yet, but Disney Cruise Line was one of my best Disney experiences ever. I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. Or, I mean, if like, what they call it, like land and sea, if you can do a bit of Disney World, bit of cruise, like a short, like a 3-night cruise, and do like if you're doing a week, say you do like your Monday to Friday in Disney World, and then your Friday to Monday on the cruise. That's perfect.
Yeah, I always feel like when it says land and sea, I always think of surf and turf. I'm just like, you just eat a lot of surf and turf on your land and sea trip. Like, have fun. I thought Natasha was going to stop when she said I used to talk a lot. I have a bit of a problem with sit down vlogs because I do, shockingly, you will all be really surprised to hear, I talk a bit too much. And then it's a sit down video, which people say, right, although I feel like guidelines are kind of crud, right? But people say your sit down video shouldn't be more than like 20 minutes or something like that. And then I have 55 minutes of me talking about how to book JR passes. So yeah, it can get to be a bit of a problem. Alice says one of my conferences went online for the fall, and they wanted a short sample video to test our technology. It took me all afternoon to get 5 good minutes. I've been there. I don't know how you vloggers do it. I don't know about so one of the things I find interesting as well is people who script. I can't script. Like, first of all, I can't be bothered to write a script. Secondly, I've tried to script and then read it, and it's awful.
It's hard enough to keep you to the like answer in the comments, Natasha. Like, how could you? I don't imagine you like reading.
Actually, awful. Like, it's just 2-3 hours. The fact that you got 5 minutes in an afternoon amazes me, because if I have to script, so somebody actually said to me once, he was like, so he was saying, why don't we start a channel? And I said, because I'm not gonna. I know you're gonna want to script it, and I don't want to script. And he said, yeah, we can't do it. So that was the end of that idea. Like, it just went. Like, I was like, it just wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. So, Eleanor, are you having Black Forest hot chocolate?
I don't know where that came from. Oh, no, I know what she's talking about. She's talking about the Costa drink, the Black Forest hot chocolate. So I guess that's her favorite hot drink. Yeah. Luke and Rich really love that one as well. But I was devastated last Christmas because they didn't bring out the orange chocolate, hot chocolate, which is my favorite. Oh, yeah. They just
I remember your messages about that.
I was so angry. I was so angry.
You were so upset.
Devastated. And like, Luke and Rich are like, oh, but the Black Forest is so nice. I was like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Like, it is nice, but it's just not the orange hot chocolate.
Ian says they don't double foam you. They don't double foam you properly. That is true, Ian. We're still talking about drinks. We're always talking about drinks or chocolate.
Yeah, or food.
Yeah, Cindy, pizza is decent. Yeah, pizza, always pizza on Fridays. It's always pizza Fridays. Pizza Fridays. I was in Tipperary on holiday in 2018 hunting for pumpkin spice lattes, and they were sold out everywhere. I cried.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that we had like many Starbucks down in Tipperary. I assume they're talking about like Tipperary, Ireland.
I imagine so. How many Tipperaries in the world are there? Oh, I could imagine there might be one in the US, but I imagine it's probably Ireland.
Yeah. I didn't realize that there was, I thought like, because I mean, Ireland didn't get Starbucks till far later than the UK did. And originally when I came here, there wasn't that many. But I guess now there is quite a few. So yeah, it's not that surprising that there is some in Tipperary. But that's such a shame about the pumpkin spice lattes.
I saw a meme with kiwi pizza that said we can finally unite against a common enemy. The common enemy. Brilliant,
Nice.
brilliant. Kiwi pizza, would I do it? Would I do it? Claire, what are your feelings on gyms reopening in a few weeks? I really want to go back to the gym, but I feel slightly nervous. My feeling is I don't go to the gym. Do I have more feelings? I don't know. I get your point, Claire. Do you know what though? I have heard that some of my friends who do like to go to gyms are saying that it's actually not too bad because they have systems in place to handle cleaning, and I think the people that they're doing a bit more of a scheduling around that, and it's easier to sort of separate out equipment more. So maybe leave it for a week and see if you hear anything from your gym, or call them up and ask them how it's going or something. But I think if you're getting good feedback, then
it's all about feeling comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about your own comfort. I think like if you think that you go to your gym and you can see that they're keeping everything clean, then I mean it's the same probably risk as going to the supermarket or whatever else. So it's all about what you're comfortable with, I think.
Yeah, I was going to go back to a gym sometime earlier this year, and then that never happened. So you'll have to tell me, Claire, what you do at the gym, because I know also one time that I went to the gym, I did classes and I loved it, but I haven't done like weights at a gym since I was at university. So tell us what you do. It'll be interesting to know because gyms might have changed a lot in the 7 or so years since I've been to one. Right. Caroline, you have a genuine reason to not have pineapple pizza. If that's pineapple, that is a genuine reason. You're let off. You're let off.
I'm starting to jump down a bit because we're quite behind. The general consensus, though, I'm just going to summarize those few comments about pizza. Pineapple is great. Everybody loves it. And we're all cool to just let me live my best life and have pineapple on my pizza. Everyone's a bit weirded out by kiwi. That's probably crossing the line. But I think other than that, we're all good. And we're all going to eat our pizzas upside down if our pizza toppings allow us to do so. So I think that sums up the pizza party.
Short advice for Sean today. Pizzas, always pizzas upside down. Brilliant. Excellent. So Kirsch will say I really struggle with the script. So Gaz, I saw one of your videos. Well, mostly with the one that you were talking about, the new cameras. It sounded like you might have had a script because it was so well put. So tell us if you did. I'd be interested to know.
I guess there's like a difference between a script and a format, right? So oftentimes I'll be like, right, I'm going to talk about like DVC, for example. I want to make sure I cover these few sections. I'll just have the sections, like I'll have it either in my head or written down, and then I'll just talk about those things and make sure I cover it all. But I guess I know what you mean by scripted. Some people literally like, so I think I think having a format can be really helpful for people involved.
And so you're just talking about this thing and this bit, this thing and that bit, because it was a great video. And Alice says I ended up making a rough script. That's how I got the 5 minutes eventually. Sticking to an actual script I think is just so tough. How people do it on stage is something else. So I watch a lot of Carrie Hope Fletcher, and people often ask her about how she learns lines, and she just says she's able to do it, and I can't. My brain is not made like that. It's just not. Like I can do maths, like maths is fine, but I can't learn a script, like no. So it's just, that's why I think I struggle. I know a bit of Japanese, but I really struggle with vocab because you say a word and it just goes. Like I'm just like, what? No, I can't remember already. And Sean says it's the same. He can't be bothered with a script. I sound like a robot, just wing it. I think one of the things which is also interesting is you edit it, right? You're in control of the editing, and so if it's like awful, or if you need to check your facts, like I find every so often I need to check a fact that I've said, and I'll be like, oh, that's not actually factually accurate. We'll just take that bit out. So like that, no, that's not right. This thing wasn't built in this year. You're able to do that. So you have that flexibility. And Annalise says I can't even read without saying it's really hard to to talk without saying and so much. I don't think it's too bad to have a few because it sounds natural. When you're public speaking, it tends to come up quite a lot. Right, okay, I skipped again. I skipped again. We have some stuff about
I think it's really funny that you said about 5 times and nothing.
And case in point. Yeah, you can't edit live, unfortunately. All right. Okay. When we go to, so Kershaw said when we go to the gym, we spend the money on the gym and stay out of the gym. The only thing getting slimmer is the wallet. Yeah, that's what I found with my experience in gyms. I think also the weird thing is with me and gyms is that I would just go like I'd burn out, so I'd be like 3 times a week for every week, and even if I was going on vacation, I'd like up it, and then I get to a point where I just stop, can't be bothered. So it just gets too much. And Ian says, I'm nothing in the red risk box. No gyms, theatres, cinemas, restaurants, concerts, pubs, etc. I mean, I now have an excuse not to go to the gym. So yeah, I guess that's kind of where I am right now. I just do a bit of research. I think if I start to hear that things are getting better, we're not having this resurgence, then I'll feel more confident than I do right now.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, awesome. Yeah. Oh, so and Gaz said it was a loose script, so he had sections you have to cover off. That makes sense, exactly like what Karen said. Cool. Awesome. And so there's some conversation going on between Corinne and Annalise about dog noises talking. So I kind of lost the plot a little bit there, but I'm sort of catching up. Corinne, not mad. You're not mad, Corinne. You're not mad, apparently. Cool. All right. Brilliant. Oh, right. So, and Corinne says they're listening to us talking as well, apparently. Good. Oh! Talking about puppies. Hello, boys.
Hello. He's pretty sleepy.
I mean, it is pretty late. Oh, bless him. That's awesome. Oh. Hey, Buzz, how do you feel about Walt Disney World opening this week? Yeah? Would you go? Like, if you weren't there, would you go? So, yeah? Awesome. Cool. But would you go Magic Kingdom first? Because it's pretty hard to get tickets. But would you go like Animal Kingdom? Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I guess that makes sense. Actually, I probably should assume that it would have been Animal Kingdom. Cool. Awesome. Flight of Passage. It's a bit kind of a weird seat for you to sit in, right? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a bit awkward.
Maybe Na'vi River Journey, a little bit of a Night Blossom afterwards, because I don't think you can have that much. A gentleman of your stature probably needs only a tiny bit of Night Blossom. Just a tiny bit. Cool. All right. He is a star. That's true. He is a star. Natural on camera. Right. Karen.
Yeah.
Actually, that's true. I literally was just talking to Buzz. That was what you were talking about, wasn't it? All right. Okay. So today we were a little bit shorter, although we always aim to be an hour and usually end up to be a little bit longer, but we're going to be a little bit shorter this week because Karen's in Ireland and she's going to spend some time with her sister.
Yeah.
Next week we are back on Karen's channel.
Order my Chinese.
Oh yeah, Karen's like, I have to finish today on time. I was like, cool, do you want to spend time with your family? She's like, yeah. And also I have to order Chinese. So order your Chinese food.
It's because like Rachel is at football training. So she's at football training and she's messaging me now saying, I'm finished football training, you need to order our Chinese. But she's going straight from football training to pick up the Chinese. So if I don't order it on time, she'll just be sat waiting for ages. So it is technically about having more time with Rachel. But, you know, the purpose of finishing on time is to order my Chinese. But also I think my video is still lagging a little bit. So it seems to be getting worse as the stream is going on. So
I could happen. People are going to be watching Netflix, and when Netflix starts, then it's Netflix or Amazon Prime. Actually, can people tell me what are they like? Netflix, Amazon Prime, not Disney Plus, because I know you're all Disney Plus people. No counting Disney Plus, Netflix or Amazon Prime, or insert other streaming service here that's not Disney Plus.
Netflix.
No, I'm like a bit Amazon Prime at the moment.
But Amazon Prime as like an app and how it works is nowhere near as good as Netflix in terms of like how Netflix brings you back into what you're watching, plays the next episode much quicker. Amazon Prime are starting to make theirs better, but also Amazon Prime really annoys me because they have things on there that you have to pay for. So it'll be like, oh, we recommend this show for you. And then you click on it and it's like, that'll be £5. And I'm like, no, thanks. Netflix aren't charging me £5. Yeah, that's about it.
Both TV.
Yeah, you do need
both.
I have both.
Netflix. I think there's generally more points now. TV. I saw BritBox as well. As Audrey was talking about BritBox. Is it Audrey? Yes, Audrey. And both. Both Netflix. See, I've been watching a lot of Amazon Prime. So I watched Parks and Recreation, and then I also watched Bob's Burgers. So it's just been a lot more Amazon Prime recently.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I've done a lot of Netflix, and so there's a lot more things on Prime that I haven't watched yet.
Parks and Recreation. Felicity, good job, YouTube. Good job.
Yes, Felicity.
Yeah, good job. Right. Okay. So yeah, next week back on Karen's channel at 8 p.m. on Friday. So yeah, I hope you'll join us for that. If you have any questions about stuff, let us know. And yeah, I guess we'll chat to you then. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us all the way from Dublin, Karen. Right. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you all soon. Bye. Thanks, everyone.